Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. Sunday college football action. We've got a big one. Notre Dame at Texas. A little revenge for the Texas Longhorns. Can they get it, guys?
I don't know. Maybe Ralph has some opinions on this. I'm going to make this kind of short and sweet, though. I don't really buy into teams until I see it, and I haven't seen it from Texas yet, and so it's not a game I'm going to bet. It's just one of those where I have to wait and see if Charlie Strong can get something out of that offense. I think the total might be a little high. I see it's like 60. As far as the spread goes, though, I'm not touching it. I may look at playing the total under, but I haven't made any decisions yet in that regard.
Of course, the total has gone up because Texas talking about going to the fast-paced offense. But, you know, this is the game where I think the line is off because of last year's results. 38-3 Notre Dame win. They win that. They outgain them by 364 yards, and very few people think that in a one-year cycle, it can turn around as much as I think this game will. Texas is one of my most improved teams. 15 starters back, and one of the most important things I look at are who those starters are. Last year, 49.3, let's be exact about it. 50% of all of Texas's starts were made by freshmen and sophomore. When you have young kids making starts, they grow up that second year or third year faster, quicker, smarter players. Now they get Notre Dame in a situation. Notre Dame had 9 starters coming into the year. They were supposed to return 9 starters. They already lost 2 of them. They're down to 7 returning starters in this spot. And lastly, when you look at Texas, you think their defense was horrendous. In the NCAA last year, they were number 108, allowing 453 yards per game. One of the things we'll be seeing at Wager Talk are the Cal Sports adjusted offenses and defenses. You take a defense, you look at who they've played, you rank the opponent they've played, and when I take my adjusted defensive number for last year, that 108 from Texas turns into number 33 in my adjusted D. That's how they finished the year. So when you're playing Baylor, TCU, Oklahoma State, only 32 teams that I have would have done better than Texas did. So while the numbers look gaudy, I think they'll really show up here against a team with only 7 returning starters at this point.
Now, we've talked about it before, Preston, in another video, and I want to get your opinion, Ralph. When you have a coach like Charlie Strong, this is year 3. This is supposed to be the make or break year because now there's no more. These are all your recruits. You've got 3 classes that you're coming in with. You're not having to run your offensive schemes with somebody else's players. How much do you put into that with a coaching staff in year 3, if it's a good coaching staff?
You look at their recruiting class, they've been 1 or 2 in the Big 12. You know, they were 3, but with Baylor's losses, they would have come back up to 2 this year. So Texas has completely underachieved, even prior to Charlie Strong. Having the number 1 recruiting class in that and finishing 4th or 5th in the conference, I give credit to Strong that, you know, the situation when he walked into Texas was horrendous. They were just a team that had no leadership, no guidance. The program, the kids often left after 1 year. So I give him credit. The 3rd year at Louisville, he did improve. I like the way that the progression has come. You're going to play a young quarterback, and I do agree with you, Preston, that until you show me something, I've got to see it. But you know, very few coaches after 1 year implode their offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators because he admitted he was wrong, and I give him credit for that.
Do you worry, though, about having growing pains early part of the season with changing the offense, bringing in the new offensive coordinator Gilbert that is going to go to a faster pace, because this is not what they're used to? I mean, they were one of the few teams that did have a power running game in the Big 12, and when they were able to stay in the game and control the game, that was good. But when they fell behind, that power running game doesn't do you anything if you look up at the scoreboard and you're down 17 points right away.
I think home road dichotomy is vital for them, and being at home in this situation, national TV, Notre Dame coming to town, you have the kids focus. I think they make a nice showing.
All right. Line on this one's 3.5 with a total of 60. I'm like, my number has Notre Dame at 4, so I'm right on the fence with this one. Same with you,
yeah,
Cheetah?
I'm just passing.
I make Texas a 1-point favorite and like them.
All right. Ralph says Texas in this one. Guys, don't forget, Wager Talk. This is opening weekend. There's going to be a lot of college football all week. Starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We got games on Sunday and Monday. 2 nice marquee games, this being one of them on Sunday and a big one on Monday night. Use the weekend all access at Wager Talk, $69. Get your favorite capper, all of his plays for $69 Thursday through Monday, and use that coupon code, save yourself $10, Ralph and the number 10. We'll be back with more here at wagertalk.com.